Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games as you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players or their characters. You can earn fate chips by watching, following, hosting, or subscribing, or just contributing to the game. Then you can use those fate chips to heal characters, adjust their next skill checks, force them to say silly lines, or just wreak havoc on the story. Tonight we're playing Star Trek Adventures. These are the voyages of the starship Norway. Our crew consists of Armand playing Captain Roland Sykes.
Make it so.
Myself playing Commander Balchisorthus. Lieutenant Commander Rakasaurus Rex playing Lieutenant Commander Bajor Burkazin.
What's up, y'all? Happy
Head
Monday.
of Security. We've got Lieutenant Commander Arya Burks being played by Amanda, who is currently borged out. And then we have Good Devil playing Lieutenant Commander Sivek, our engineer, who is also currently being borged out.
Existence is illogical.
And then to mediate the will of our fates for this voyage is Wayne, our very own Q.
Hello, everyone. Now, before we leap in to the pathetic performance of Captain Sykes and his little trained minions, we shall see exactly how astute our audience is this evening, because as you know, you can decide the fate. Do you accelerate the inevitable, or do you try and fight against the darkness like a bunch of delusional people that you are? So tonight, our quiz, I believe, is ready to roll up.
Yep.
And continuing with our Borg theme, what was the designation of the X-Borg known as Hugh?
Oh,
Was it 4 of 8, 3 of 5, Deus of Ex Machina, Pi of 4, or 19 of 92?
I want to know what those grouping of numbers means. Is that like every time they did an assimilation, there was like X number of people they did at that time? And
I believe that you shuffled the... sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought it was based on like your work clump, like you get assimilated and then you get put in like a clump with other Borg on whatever vessel you're serving on, and you are whatever number of however in your clump. 4 of 7.
They don't seem to go up on clumps. It's like they don't have a third digit, like they're running out of IP domain numbers in the hive. So it's all very peer-to-peer-y. So while you're all pondering this, and as someone pointed out, you can spend points to upvote your favorite answer to prove the rightness of your cause by being the loudest in the conversation. But first,
Great.
we have some sponsored content because, as you mortals have discovered, the lights have to stay on, and we're out of dilithium. So, Starfleet officers, have you been trekking across the stars for a long time? So long. You need a break. But where? You've already been to planets of hedonists, and those relationships just don't last. Orions are enticing, but they can leave you hanging. And sometimes you just don't want to go old school. So grab your Horgan and come to Ryza. Ryza, where everyone's got game. Please remember to jump her on responsibly. So, now that I've whet your appetites, what does the fates say? Oh man, only some joke posts. Who won What did everyone say the answer was?
3 of 5 got 7
3 of
votes.
5.
Who has Googled the living bejesus out of this? Who visited Memory Alpha? Come on, let's see it in the chat. Who visited Memory Alpha? You know who you are, and you should be ashamed. But yes,
I legit voted. I was either like it's 4 of 8 or 3 of 5, but 3 of 5 sounds more familiar.
Well, I mean, it was basically a 50-50,
It should
right?
have been pi of
Yeah.
4 though.
Pie 4 definitely made me hungry.
I really do. Yes.
No more
So
pie,
soon
no.
after Thanksgiving.
Oh God, no more pie, please. Oh,
No more pie.
so much pie.
Well, I feel like if
Oh,
you did the math, pi of 4 and 3 of 5 are probably like, pretty close, right? All right, I'm all done now.
4 of 8's just 2. I mean,
There's
come
a
on.
calculator in my brain.
I am so looking forward to Aria's bar adventures, honestly. that will be next up, is Aria's bar adventure, Commander Aria's bar adventure. Yes, so it is 3 of 5, and congratulations to all of you. I don't know how many. Oh man, yeah. Can we bounce Major Stubble?
Timeout,
Nope.
Major
That was
Stubble
the
heard.
toughest
Got it.
part.
Here we. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna time it. You're good. Nobody puts Major Stubble in the corner.
No one puts Major Stubble in the corner. I think Major Stubble will probably at some point need more fate chips so that he can wreak havoc upon what you humans laughingly call linear time. Because as we go back, Sic Transit Gloria Mundi has come back, and I give you the crew, a choice. Do you resume your tawdry battle on the bridge or within the sick bay?
Should probably resolve sickbay first, I would think.
Okay, I'm going to move us to sick bay. Through the miracle of because that's how the game works. Your momentum and threat all transfer, and you all enter new bodies. Arya actually enters her own body, so she is ready to go. She is currently under the trait nanoprobed, as is Shaggy. I believe Shaggy is nanoprobed, which means I need to format him.
It wasn't him.
Wasn't him, wasn't me. There we go. Looking a bit gray through the miracle of Office software. All right. So at this point, I believe it is the internal security team is now fighting for their pathetic little lives with just hand phasers, gumption, and any keistered batleths. So I believe that Bejar, you are in charge.
Leading the clusterist of fucks.
Yes,
Um,
that is cluster of fucks
Yeah,
that I should have used.
You're the last stander.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
all right.
Now's the time to hit him up for a raise.
If I make it out of the sick bay alive, I will possibly do that. But money does not exist in the 24th century, as we all know.
Not as we understand it. I think is the best slimy way out of that one.
Yeah.
You want some of
Currency
that
exists.
I want some of that misunderstood money.
Well,
Right over here,
it
misunderstood money.
exists just in
Just
other
gold pressed
cultures.
platinum. That's all.
Yeah, right. Well, unfortunately, on this one, it doesn't. It only exists as a moral and favoritist currency. All right, so let's So the status of my phaser at this point is all but useless, maybe, but one shot. Correct?
Every time you use it, there is after the first. I believe you already took your first pot shot. After your first shot, then the board do have a chance of adapting to the weapon, and it is a roll of a 6 on a 6-sided die, and then it keeps getting progressively more likely with each shot that they'll adapt. Then it goes to 5, then it goes to a 4, 5, 6.
And I do still have my rifle, correct?
You have that lump of metal that looks a lot like a club right now.
Yeah. Okay, that's where I was going with
That's
that. Great.
redheaded. No, your primitive little selves have reverted back to your savage, childlike ways.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna go Oga Boga on 4 of 16 since he's closest to Zap over
Oh.
there.
Oh yeah, come into my behind.
Real quick, is that our current
Oh,
momentum
wait,
and threat?
Yes, that is your current momentum
Okay.
and threat.
Yeah, we did a number on that last week.
Yeah, I know we ended on the bridge, so.
You did what? Yes, the bridge did a good job, and what will happen is this will be a difficulty level 1 attack. It's going to be your hand-to-hand, and you will be able to inflict an extra 2 dice of damage on top of your, because you have punching, right?
I do have the punching.
You do have the punching. So a club will add 2 dice of damage to your punching.
Great. So I'm rolling. I should know this by now, but daring and security, right?
Yes, daring and security, because armed combat apparently is all about the risk taker.
All right.
Sure.
Awesome. I got 2 successes. I got an 11 and an 8.
Okay. Now the Borg is going to. You're swinging on who again? I apologize.
That's okay. Over by Zap, number 4 of 16.
The hell is he? Oh, you're Zap or?
But no, 4 of 16 is closest to. I mean, assuming that we're working with relative
I
distances.
Yeah, but you don't run him.
What? No,
That's all right.
I'm attacking 4 of 16 as he is closest to Zap
Oh, with a rifle
with the butt of my rifle. Yeah,
across
for
a
sure.
bit of a room.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a running start at him for extra
Okay.
gumption.
Okay, you're gonna get some momentum going.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yes. So, also, is anyone doing a sand rubbing?
It sounds like a scratch off.
I was about to say someone's about
Yeah.
to hit it big.
Let's
Yeah.
hit it really big.
Or furiously masturbating. One of those three.
All I'm saying is that's the sound of the Tholian love making. It's not like wind chimes down there.
When you put it like that, ooh.
Ooh, yeah, actually. Maybe we're going to keep the Ryza sponsorship this year.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should actually just give in to Ryza or Wrigley's. All right, so you're going to fling yourself across. So that's going to be 1 additional difficulty because it's a run and attack. You only needed a 1 success. And what in the world? Why do
Boy. Q
I
can
know.
control the universe, but not PowerPoint.
Excuse- No, Google Docs. No, Q clicks on the mouse too aggressively. So let me see. I'll have the drone roll in a minute. So what we need to do is you roll your attacks, which is the 2 dice. You need 2 successes.
Again?
And he's going to roll against you.
Okay. So wait, you need me to roll again? I'm sorry.
You need to roll at least 2d and get 2 successes or more, because
Again.
he's going to defend. So it'll be successes versus successes, and you have to beat him by 1.
Okay. So I need to roll 2 more d20.
I
I did
however
already roll 2 d20 and got 2 successes.
Okay. You also have weapon specialty, by the way.
Yes.
So if any of those is lower than a 4 or a 5.
No.
Okay. Because you didn't realize it was going to be an opposed roll, I am willing to let you take that back and then
I'm
just
sorry.
add 1 more dice.
Yeah. Okay. So I should roll another d20.
Group, what do you think?
I was
Yeah.
fixing something.
Yeah.
Burn the momentum. Burn the momentum.
Roll 1 more d20. It only costs you 1 momentum, or you could give me threat. The continuum has yet to get to the double digits. I'll
Well,
go hex. I'll go
My
hex
last
if you need.
d20 was a push. I got a 14.
14, which
So it's a
does
success.
indeed still work. Yes, because Mr. Security Man, you're that good. The board will only be rolling 2 dice, and unless they crit, they cannot defend. A 5, a 14. No, the board does not crit. You have 1 success over that which is needed, so you can use that to inflict damage, additional damage, or bank it for the cause. Um, and how many dice sixes are you going to roll? Because it's hand to hand plus 2 dice for your slugger, right? Louisville slugger. This making sense? This is making sense to you, Vic? Look at your hand to hand skill.
Yep.
And it should have a number of dice on it.
It does not. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it does. 6.
I'm willing to bet that I wrote it. I'm willing to bet it's there.
Yeah.
You have 6 dice, and you get an additional 2 dice because you're carrying a big stick,
Okay.
and not even walking very softly.
So roll 8d6.
You have 8d6, and then just read off the numbers, and we will all count down the dooms. And anything that's a 6, there should be an effect like knockback on there.
Knockdown, non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Yeah, this will be assimilate this. You're just clubbing him in a way that's gonna kill him.
Assimilate this.
Yeah. If you wish to make it a lethal attack, that will cost you 2 threat.
I mean, it doesn't need to be lethal, right?
You just need to knock him down.
Yeah, I just want to get him out of commission.
Yep, I just wanted to let you know that that was an option, and it could be used later if you need to. All right, let's roll out those 8d6. I want to hear some on the table.
Here you go. I got a 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, 5, 5, and a 1.
Wow, you stink on ice. All right, the 5 is 1 point. 3 doesn't count. 3 doesn't count. 2 is 2 points. 2 points. A 5 is 1 point. 1 point, and a 1 is 1 point. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've done 8 points of damage. He has 2 points of armor, which still takes him over 6, and 4 of 16 is now out of commission. Because I do not want to spend my threat to save him. Because he's
that might be one of the first useful things I've done this battle.
Years. But yes. So let me see. Then it would be the collective's turn, unless you wish to retain momentum or retain your side's action for 2 threat. Which means you guys get to move again. Otherwise, the board moves.
You know what they say?
What do you think, team?
Cortez burned all of his momentum once they landed on the New World, so...
Is it?
Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go.
There's a lot of college here, guys. This is a smart people show.
Yeah.
A lot of college going on.
Let's do it. Let's give me that threat, baby. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, should I go elf? Should I go double digits, or should I go
I think after it passes 9, it reverts back to 0. I'm pretty sure that's
I'm sure you can think that. Yes. Infinite comes back around in itself.
That's the Gandhi paradox.
Yes. Can I be so passive that I'm actually become aggressive? Everyone who's ever worked in an office is paradox. All right, you're retained for your side. Which of your few remaining followers will you now sacrifice to the Horde?
I'm not in the business of sacrificing today. We're gonna let Ass Plant bring us home.
Oh boy.
Okay, Ass Plant, you have a phaser.
I promise nothing.
You have a phaser. I promise. I'm going to use my acidic saliva.
All right.
So yeah, you get to make some choices about what you want to try.
My last order.
Keep in mind, one of your comrades has been assimilated. 2 of them actually.
Wait, 2 of them got assimilated?
I believe Shaggy has gone down.
Right.
I don't remember. I do not remember if Snooty was brought back
Not
in
yet.
the game. What Scoob brings him back in the
And I
game?
think you went for the attack first,
You
and instead of in favor of reviving, if I remember correctly.
Is that correct? Okay. Oh God.
Well, my last order was to shoot the Borg over on the other side, so I'm going to shoot 2 of 10.
You're going to be trick shooting past your comrade, who is just discovering the joys
Yes.
of prosthetics. Okay. You're within essentially close range. You're just putting it across. It's 1 difficulty. It's 2 dice, and it's you just need 1 success.
One success, 1 failure. The failure was a 17.
Spit. All right, and let's see if is this the second shot against a Borg with a phaser? Yes, it is. Right, we've already shot at one of the Borg with a
Yes.
phaser, correct? All right, at that point, this will be the marker die. I need a 6. Nope, the Borg have failed to adapt. And if you want to throw some dice of damage, I have doing just fine against him.
Okay, I have a 3, a 4, 2 5s, and 2 6s.
Okay, a 3, a 4, 5, 5, and 6. 6 is, I believe it's a vicious attack, correct?
I don't have anything for ass plant, so I don't know what his.
Oh, it would be whatever your phaser is.
What's that?
Your character has a phaser skill, so the stats for the weapon will be there.
I got a phaser type 2. I don't.
And it'll say something about like dice and something
I don't
vicious
see anything like that
or
on
modular. Okay, now don't worry about it. All right, a 3 and a 4 are useless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Borg, however, has 2 points of armor, and that puts him down to 4 damage. While ouchied, he has 14 hit points, and he has to have 5 at 1 shot to take him out of the game. So 2 of 10, while annoyed, is still zombie shambling forward with its little fingers going.
I don't think it worked.
Didn't promise anything. Okay. Is Arya back from her? Nope, she is not. In that case, I shall take command of the Allied forces, and I believe that. Let me see.
She'll be back in 2 seconds.
Be back in 2 shakes.
2 shakes, like maybe
2
like
shakes?
1.5 shakes now.
Just shake
I
it
like
off.
shakes.
We're probably down to 1 more shake.
Yeah. Everyone, shake out your hands. Let's practice keyboard etiquette.
Jazz
Shake
hands.
out your hands. Jazz hands. Again, or Garrick hands. Actually, these are Garrick hands now.
Just a simple tailor.
Just a simple tailor.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. The thing was literally like
Oh.
digging into my head. I'm human again.
It's time to get it. Oh, we have reversed the power. She's now an XP.
Did I use my turn?
Sure. No, you did not. But you do get to command the forces arrayed against your former colleagues who have abandoned you.
You guys are so great.
Even took a pot shot at you. I mean, Asplant even took a pot shot at you and just missed hitting the board
my
behind
God.
you. I feel that revenge is something that every person losing their personality to the collective is more than willing to take with them.
Don't listen to him, Arya. Remember who your friends are.
I was gonna say, can I still retain my human memories from last week and continue to fight with my crewmates, or am I?
Nope. All you have to do is, I believe it's your presence and either your medical or
Okay.
science.
Okay,
Medical science or security. I'm just going to be very generous because I think that any one of those disciplines could easily be used to thwart mind control. Con,
Okay.
I'm afraid Ball's a goner. Just because you have flying spaceship doesn't mean you can dodge a nanoprobe. Dodge a nanoprobe.
Am I rolling a 20-sided die?
Roll a couple. You'll need. Let me see. To resist this time, it will be 1d6. Oh, you only need one success. The collective is really sad today.
So just 1d6?
You'll need one success. You have default 2 dice to achieve that success.
Okay. So I'm rolling against a 13. I got a 2 and a 1.
Oh, nice.
For tax. Oh, you can't see it. Oh.
We are all people. We are all people of honor here. Well, except for me, because I'm not a person, and honor is such a human concept. However, what you can do is look through your specialties. Would there be anything that would indicate mental discipline in your focuses?
I have improvisation. My values are Betazoid culture, but that's probably the only thing I could use.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you had any other special skills like, meditation or anything like that, but probably not. But that's 3 successes. You needed 1. You have 2, which you can, I believe, bank if you wish.
Yes.
Okay. You have managed to thwart the collective, and in the meantime generate momentum better than the people who still have free will, apparently. Nice people. So wait, you used your turn on the board to thwart me. Well, that's a fine how do you do to the continuum. What do you wish to do with your free will, Lieutenant Commander?
I will attack the board closest to me, assuming that I am armed still.
Will you have your deadly curling iron, and yes, so your deadly curling iron can be thrust into probably the eye socket of poor 2 of 10 that is still stumbling from Asplant's vicious stun caress.
I have hand-to-hand combat and improvisation as my focuses, so I feel like both of those things should help me thrust this curling. I feel like it should at least be hot enough to melt its socket and disable it. I'm just saying.
Okay. And also, before you use improvisation, you must ask the audience for a place and a relationship.
A place and a relationship?
Because you're using improvisation.
Okay.
That joke. That's apparently not happening. But yes, so to do that, you're going to roll your hand-to-hand and get an extra die of damage. You have your hand-to-hand, right? Your punch?
Yeah, it says hand-to-hand, but it just says under focuses. I don't have any kind of number associated with it. Would that be my fitness?
It's at the bottom of your sheet. It should have weapons.
Phaser type.
For me, it says unarmed.
That's what I have.
I apologize. Yes, thank you so much.
So, but that's the one I'm using. It says 3.
Okay, yeah, that would be sad, but that's okay.
Oh God.
What? What's wrong?
Just roll 3 6s. We'll be okay.
Roll 3 6s. But actually, to make the strike against poor 2 of 10, who's just doing his job as a drone until you came along and decided to jam a curling iron into his eye. You will have 2d6, or you can purchase more if you're not feeling too lucky. The attack roll for you is your let me see. Let me double check. It is your daring and security. Now, because you're a medical officer, I'm just going to throw this out there. You could use medicine instead of security.
I will do that because that'll give me a 13, and I'm rolling 3 6-sided dice unless I want to purchase an extra one.
Actually, you're rolling 2 to hit. This is your to hit roll.
Okay.
So 2 20-sided dice.
2 what?
2 20-sided dice.
Okay.
But you can purchase an additional die to get 3.
How many
And
successes?
It will be the number. You need at least one, but poor old 2 of 10 is going to be rolling against you, and he's going
Poor
to roll
guy.
2 dice. He's not doing well. He's going to be rolling. He's going to be rolling a bit of a penalty. He's gonna. What 2 of 10 is going to do is he's going to roll 3 dice, but he'll take the lowest of the two. All right.
I'll roll.
You
I'll
go
just
ahead.
roll the 2. I'm not gonna buy any.
So roll
any
2.
momentum.
Right.
Yeah.
Roll the 2.
A 4 and
Yes.
a 1.
Okay. He rolled a 7, a 3, and a 16. We're only taking the 2 lowest dice, or the 2 worst dice for him.
Okay.
So he's got a 7 and 16. He only had 1 success against you. You rolled a 2 and
A 4
sorry?
and a 1.
a 1.
A 4 and a 1. Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, you had hand-to-hand as a focus.
Yes.
All right. In that case, that 4 is a frown turned upside down because I believe your medical was at least 4.
Yep.
So that generates 4 total successes. You only needed 1. That puts 3 in the bank. So yeah, suddenly some hot curling iron action. You roll 3 d6 now for attempt to damage. Poor 2 of 10, just simply trying to do his job. You can also buy another die with momentum.
Yeah, I'll buy another one.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 6-sided die.
Okay, so I have a 1, a 2, and 2 3s.
Okay. Well, 1 is good, 2 is good, but the 3s are terrible. So, and again, gas. 1, 2. So you inflicted 3 points of damage. Just you grazed his metallic armor. You missed the eye socket. The curling iron was not hot enough to melt through the plaza steel of the board. However, the burning smell does smell like wet burning garbage,
Oh,
which is the traditional smell of all board.
great.
Which is canon, apparently. He used to have 14 hit points. He got down to 10, and now he's got. Man, I do not know how DMs who actually have to do this shit keep track of numbers. All right.
Fewer rep opponents.
Yes, he's tired. He's tiring, and I don't know if he's on the ropes. But considering that essentially the Starfleet team has now got another move, so Bajor, it is up to you to decide which of your pathetic little people are going to attempt the next attack.
You know, we're not doing too bad this week, so
No.
watch.
I am thoroughly impressed that you as a fool are fighting in a burning house.
Wait, running away is an option?
Oh yeah, running away is always an option. I mean, just oh man, I wish I could spill some beans on who the cowardly lion in your team really is.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
I believe
I'm gonna
that the pointy ears are just there for aerodynamic as you right off into the zone.
Mr. Zap, I'm gonna sing the song of your people. Never give up, never surrender.
All right.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fuck up 3 and 12.
Okay.
You've got it,
3 of
boss.
12 stands much taller than the other Borg. Extra intimidating. Let's see if that translates to game mechanics, or it's just an aesthetic choice. He has lifts.
Let's see. I think Zap's going to. I think he's gonna pull out his phaser.
Mm-hmm.
Because he hasn't seen one of these Borg assimilate the shot yet, so he's just gonna go ahead and pull it out.
Yep.
Naming it 3 of 12.
All right. Take a pot shot at 3 of 12. You need 2 successes. It is your control and security, which I think all your security guards tend to be 13. Better shots than the captain, I would say. How'd we do?
1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
And
Oh
a 20.
no.
Please tell me it's a 20.
Oh no.
I bookend. I did a bookend.
It's delicious. Oh my goodness.
They should cancel each
And-
other out. Just they cancel each other out.
Exactly.
I didn't even have to take the consequence marker.
What do you mean
off.
I didn't win?
Nice going. Oh, nice going, team. At that point, your phaser shot drills directly into the center of mass. It is a beautiful, amazing shot, and it is blocked by a shield.
Wait, what?
Yep.
I thought I loaded these dice myself.
Yeah, you did. You loaded them for Bearborg. So yeah, nice. Zap has tripped the Borg adaption protocol, and yeah, that takes care of that phaser. And probably all the phasers now.
What? Wait,
they're
what?
all yeah. Once they're
Yeah.
into a phaser, not random attuned, you're pretty much boned.
Don't
Again.
worry, Snooty, I'm coming.
They use encrypted IP6 protocol and can deal with that.
Now
yeah.
it's time to run.
So
No-
wait,
no blue-
what is the
Wait.
the status of so? Just to
Okay.
get a grip on it, so Arya and Shaggy are not.
Shaggy is out. Shaggy has been nanoprobed. However, Snooty was injured, and Scoob has a chance to recover him. And at that point, I will transfer control of Snooty over to Good Devil. I do not know who is in control of Scoob at this point. And I can't
Shaggy
believe that I
was.
added an adventure buddy to your team. Those will be appearing in the Playmates line and Diamond Select toy line.
Well, I guess the reason I was asking is I feel that we should collect those of us that are not dead and that are even unconscious, and we should drag them out, and we should get the hell out of here.
Hey, you're in charge here.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That is security's decree.
Let me see. I want to double check. This probably worked.
Running away is what Zap does best.
Um,
That is absolutely the star.
are we blocked? Because we got Borg on both sides, it looks like.
Yeah, you might have to make some choices.
Let's throw Snooty at it.
All right, and if I'm not mistaken, this is, oh my goodness. Yep.
That's how I'm spelling erection from now on.
The only.
Shame on you, Arya. Shame.
I don't know. If
I'm
that,
just saying, I don't
know
think
if
I've
that
ever
came up.
seen anybody so happy. It's like, it's so happy. It's so good.
So to stage a to stage a retreat, as we all know, there always happen to be random emergency hatches everywhere in sickbay that you can crawl out of. If you wish to have one right near you, so you don't have to go through 2 of 10. See, 3 of 12 is blocking the door, right? That's the entrance you all came in. 3 of 12, that's the door. There's also a hatch past area and 2 of 10. And if you wish to have a hatch somewhere more accessible where you don't have to go through Borg, you can well, I don't know, spend a few momentum on that.
Like the room of requirement, we are going to use a hatch in which we do not have to go through Borg.
Okay. Let's pretend there's one here staged down right next to Asplan. There's a deck hatch that just happens to miraculously be there. I'm going to potentially set a horrible precedent by letting you do that. And that's okay. Horrible precedents are just part of the job.
Totally not going to come back and bite you in the ass.
No more so than giving you all Q powers did. No, that's absolutely the thing. Yeah, there is a hatch nearby which you can all reach. And how do you want to proceed there, team? Who goes first? Who goes second? Who goes third?
Zap runs straight for it at the first word of retreat and just dives with his booty hanging up in the air. Follow Zap.
Okay.
Like what you see? Hands off the merchandise.
Okay, that is Zap's special power. Is anyone gonna like contest that? The other question is, Arya, what you see your I'm assuming Zap is making it to the hatch. Zap, you have to open the hatch, and it's rather fumbly. You're not really a great engineer. You got about a 10. Zap's got about a 10 on what would be his engineering and control skill, because he shoots but doesn't do much else. So you'll need at least one success to pop the hatch.
Can I help
And
him?
the reason we're rolling is because you're under pressure. Oh, you can just storm right toward him. I'm sure he will not
help
mind
his
a
merchandise.
semi-disintegrated
I
creature coming
I
at
have 13 in control and engineering, so I can.
you. I think it won't matter.
Oh, what did you do?
So, I got an 11
What did you do?
and a 20.
You got a 1 and a 1 and a 20.
I got 2 1s, but they were together on the same die.
Okay. So, Zap, about that.
He was very scared to see a board charging him.
Yeah, I think that you were so scared that you snapped the handle off of when you were pushing in all the buttons. You kept going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You kept using your luggage code, and like an iPhone, it locked up. So congratulations
I back
on
away slowly.
trapping. Oh, I say you should. Yes, I say you should lend a graying tendril-covered hand.
Let me. What are we rolling?
Well,
I mean, it's 20-sided, right?
you're making essentially
Whoa.
making a second move. So what I'm going to ask you to do is first we have to roll against your presence and medicine, and this is to retain control of your human self. Because every round you're going to have some issues, and you need. Let's look at and see how the collective does. This will be the best of 2 6-sided dice, or the worst. You will need 5 successes to retain your human self.
Okay. So how many die do I have?
You have
So I
2
need to
to
buy
start
3.
with. Yeah, I mean you'll need 5 successes altogether. So yeah, you're gonna have some thoughts on this.
I think I'm not in a position to be super helpful, and this is not a good idea.
Will you just surrender yourself to the continuum?
It's time.
I mean, if you guys want me to use momentum or buy threat, but I don't want to.
Oh, you can buy threat.
No threat.
He's got enough. He's got enough.
All right. So I'll just. Okay, so I need 5 successes on d20s.
You need 5 successes on how many d20s?
Well, I need
did
to
you
buy
5
3
of them?
because I already have 2.
Or you buy 3 altogether, or
Yes.
you want 5 altogether?
You can only get 2 more with the amount of momentum we have.
Oh.
Okay, but that's okay. 2, you have a really good chance of rolling this because what is your
13.
chance to succeed? What number?
You said
13 is a
presence
really
and
good
science, right?
He just doesn't want us to have momentum.
Why should I? I mean,
All right, guys.
all I'm going to
Here
say
we go, because I'm sick.
special
I'm
price
sick over it, so I don't even want to.
on threat.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, hold on. I need to deduct your did you roll your extra 2 dice along with it for all together? So that's 0. Look at that go. Remember, momentum is an easy come, easy go thing.
So I'm
Don't
rolling
forget
against the
that.
13. I got
Oh
8,
no.
a 12, a 10, an 8, and a 15.
Oh.
Got 4
An
effing
8, a 12, 8, a 10.
I I missed him by that much.
So as the go. Now there is do you have any of your personal values that you might want to fall back on to prevent assimilation? You can use those ones for adventure. Any of your catchphrases
Nope.
going to pull your ass out of this one? Nope. For Bejor. No.
No, I got nothing but survival for focuses. Yeah, I got
Okay.
nothing.
These are your sentences. Values. These are your
Betazoid culture
values.
or
The
selflessness. I tried diplomacy last time, and everybody laughed at me for talking when I was supposed to be shooting. So.
Never been to try diplomacy.
Diplomacy works on everybody but the Borg.
Yes. Here, ma'am.
I wasn't talking to the Borg. I was talking to you.
That's true. Diplomacy doesn't work on the queue either.
No, I was talking to Bejor. Remember, I was like, "Hey, don't let's all shoot each other."
No,
You
I
were
was
like,
diplomatizing.
"Duck, I'm blowing it up."
Oh, that's true.
Well, they're not going to listen. Resistance is futile.
Yes, and the
Resistance
famous
is illogical. I like that better. No
It's tiring.
choice. Mwah. It's so good.
Let me see. Where did we leave this? At?
We left it at 4 successes.
Your 4 successes.
It's
You
0
failed.
momentum. This much.
There is a thing. There is a thing called succeed at a cost, where you hand me a consequence. You can use it once per adventure,
Okay.
where you can just go. And again, just meta. The game mechanic really is how bad do you want to succeed? As you found out, it's fairly liberal. However, it does mean you pay a penalty down the road. So you can let yourself slip quietly into the collective and hear the hum of the voices as they're all unified and peaceful, and quite possibly totally submerging and destroying your personality. But that's nothing compared to the tranquility you get out of it. And so you could just, it's like going to sleep in the snow.
You're really selling me on this assimilation stuff.
Yeah,
A
it's
lot of
starting
people-
to sound like a lot like a Friday night, you know? It's like, oh.
All I'm saying is it's better than a timeshare because you don't have to schedule any hours. All the hours are
think
your
that
hours.
I will, is it okay?
Just-
Not to get
Uh-huh,
super
or
technical,
just-
but like, is it pass fail, or is it like, I did pretty well, so I mostly retained myself, but I kind of
Is it
I
Apple?
kind of followed
is
that,
Apple
just
falling
thinking
from
like
a
maybe I'll
tree?
do women later. Like I'm thinking about it. Like I haven't really decided. I don't need to choose right this moment. Like I'll just follow him because there's a chance I might have to stick something metal into his neck in the near future. If that's the vibe,
Yeah. I'm going to ask: is an apple falling from a tree a measure of degrees?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
I'm afraid
because
that
it has
once you,
to be at least 90 degrees
The way he
outside for
makes
that
the
sucker
electric
to
voice sound like
curse, don't understand the analogy. Curse my analogy is falling apart, Buddhists, you losers. So anyway, but no, you unfortunately, when you do slip in, you will become Ariana of Borg,
Oh Christ.
and you do have a chance of suddenly getting a very moist but pallid skin
Yeah,
tone.
no, we're gonna just avoid
And-
all that. Yeah, I'll slide by this time because whatever there is dished out later, I feel like it would be better if I was with the team. It's one less person on the other side.
So you're going to succeed at a cost.
I think that the
is what I'm
lesser of
saying.
two evils is a better way to put it, but yeah, succeed at a cost.
You're going to use your succeed at a cost through your tremendous willpower, and it wasn't a needs of the many thing, but it was something similar under your values, right? One of your values was that.
Yeah, I just
Was
trying to be with the team
the-
and
I've taken one for the I have a loyalty to the team. You do survive this one additional attempt. The next you will fail the next challenge. Okay, in one more round, you're out of it.
sure.
Okay, so you have an action at this point. That was all of that rigmarole was to just get you to the point Your last act is an independent and sentient entity, as real as your tiny little life gets. What do you do with this gift that the Continuum has given?
We gotta get the hatch open so that everybody can get out.
I was gonna say musical montage,
Jesus.
but okay.
Training montage. What would a board training montage look like?
I like
but
to
it would
think
be
that there's
great.
like little video screens inside their cells that like plays really shitty propaganda that's like, you know, like old work videos, like training, like H&R.
Do what you can for
What
the
does
collective.
sexual harassment
Yeah.
look like? And there's a lady that's like, and like super offended, like in, you know.
I like your ocular cavities.
I really want to see that. Can anyone who is in the
like
audience,
a Borg sexual
Please,
harassment
Borg-
training video.
Berg HR training films?
Or like timeliness
would-
and punctuality and like punching the time clock and dress code. Oh god, it's so good.
Don't let 8472 win. Do your part. Yeah.
Are you having a thought? Don't.
Don't stop.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
I like the idea that the Queen comes on like Captain America on the video. So, you had a thought. Well, we all have. Well, we all
I
have.
want
it,
you
know.
to stop thinking.
Yes. I just don't need to do any GMing at this point. We're ready to take this on the road. We're got this. I think we're ready for. I think we're ready for a plus series.
Oh yeah, let's get this trap door open.
Right. I will say that one of the advantages is that you're being assimilated as you go, and one of the advantages is, of course, not just pallid and clammy skin, but also it heightens strength. So whatever your what's the physical? Yeah, can you get physical on the? Nope, it's
Fitness.
yes,
Fitness.
fitness. All right, I want you to add 3 to your fitness.
Okay. That would give me 12.
I can say it.
Mhm.
Say it security.
Yep, so 12 plus 2 is 14.
Ooh. And that door is going to take
And I have 2
2
dice.
successes to essentially rip open for you.
Ugh.
So this might be a potential
13 and a
momentum
2.
gainer.
That door open.
Okay, that's good enough. The hatch pulls open as your comrade, as her last act, rips open the hatch. You hear the rending of metal. You see Asplant. I don't know. Does he still have his hand on the control button? How does Asplant react to her ripping the hatch open?
That was Zap.
It was Zap on the.
Oh, Zap. I apologize. I've got to put Zap over. Pardon me. Got to put Zap over here. Gonna put what's left of area over here, and you've crossed poor whatever of 10. Whoops, no, don't even care.
Zap's gonna go. I can cross crazy machine lady opening up for me off my bucket list. All right.
I was gonna say.
So,
misogynistic that he would say.
Lady is perfect. Most important, it has to be machinette to make it even more misogynistic, I believe.
He, she, it, robot.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I believe yes. Now that Zap has passed through peak boomer at this point, do you have any last words as you feel, and you do feel now this essentially that inky darkness starting to take out what's left of your mind and your will? What is there any last words you have for your team as they see the light starting to fade from your eyes?
Yeah, who from the team is standing closest to me?
It was Zap,
Zap.
for what it's worth. I think they were all headed there.
Okay.
Night.
So
Can I
I'm
move
gonna-
your team? Yeah.
That's fine. I'll give my message to Zap.
It's gonna be wasted.
Zap. Zap.
Yeah.
I need you to give me a message. Give a message to the captain for me.
If we survive that long.
Yes, yes, because if we don't survive, you won't be giving very many messages. Zap, this is important. I've only got like a couple seconds left. Okay, so like, listen. Are you paying attention?
Yes, I'm paying as much attention to you as I possibly can. Oh,
Tell
my.
him.
Your ocular implants are up here, buddy.
Tell him that someone said, don't tell him it was me, that he has to stop pulling rank.
I don't know if I can do that. I'm just a lowly lieutenant. Oh, right.
Oh, hey, we did it that way. You gave yourself a promotion.
Oh, wait, am I an ensign? Oh, no.
An
Anyway, you were a
insensitive
red-
instant.
So yeah, down the hatch. Literally, I believe it's down the hatch. Who was bringing Snooty along? Because right now Snooty is trying to drag him by his collar pips. Was anybody going to try and grab Snooty?
I'll grab
help.
Snooty.
Yeah, somebody do something every time I roll something off flag.
Please bring me. It hurts.
Scoop can have a turn. He can pick Snooty up.
I'll help you carry Snooty, Lieutenant Commander.
Oh, what does Snooty
All right.
eat?
It's so emasculating to be dragged around by this little dog. Oh, no.
Again, protection. It is a value.
His breath smells like cheap Purina. Oh, God.
Purina ain't cheap. What you talking about?
It is for Snooty, nothing but the finest for my animals.
Does anyone want to talk for Scoob? I believe Good Devil does speak for Scoob.
Apparently not.
I think is Scoob just sort of not even believing any of this shit. Doing. No, I'm afraid Shaggy is going to have that as a collective phrase. All of the Borg nearby will now be saying zoinks.
That's all they can hear in their heads now.
That would be good.
They've all got the munchies.
You've all begun to get down the hatch. You do make it past the hatch. I presume that at this point, you're all right. Let's pretend that wasn't your last action, because of course the writer ran out of ideas and realized, oh, there's a hatch still open, which someone might be able to close as their actual, really for the last act as a sentient creature. The real last act.
Fitness and security again, or no?
You just slam the lid. Yeah, this is gone. There's too much foolishness.
No.
Unless you want to momentum. Do you want to do fitness and security and slam the lid?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Yeah, because you could actually generate momentum with just closing a door.
Two
D20.
2d20s.
20. Unless you want to give me threat.
Nope, I got a 12 and a
Nope.
10 against an 11.
Yes. No. All right. Yes. No. Actually, no. You're no. It's your security and fitness, right? Your fitness, you add 3 to it because you're a Borg now.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It's better. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So you got.
Yes,
I think
successes.
that's 2 successes. That absolutely closes the door. Yep. So you've created the complication of locked door. You're not getting past me, you bitch.
Does that mean I get more last words or words up?
You can have some more words, but they will only be to the board. So you have any last words you want to go out with?
No, I'm done. I can't top that.
Okay. Stop playing, Frank. So at that point, I'm going to.
I wouldn't have said it if Armand wasn't doing the voice for that, but it was just too good. You're like, I was like, who's closest to me? I was like, yes.
So let me see. I'm going to transfer that up here because I had moved our thingy. Pardon me. And I'm going to put that back there so that we have continuity. Because yeah, we're all about continuity here. We have 0, We have 11. We have a bridge in crisis. And we have several people's plans all going into action at the same time. Good Devil, as a thing, I really hope you remembered anything I had set up for the mechanic for attempting to resist the Borg. You got that in your brain? Okay, let's pretend. You got yourself a presence, and your science is probably your best stat, right?
Well, for me, control and engineering are my top two.
Well, you don't get to pick. You get to pick your skill, but you don't get to pick your base stat. But you do get but you do get like your. I thought. Oh yeah, it is science. Well, no, you can still engineer your way out of this. Think of a thing you can do mentally to slow some nanoprobes, and put up some technobabble if you feel necessary. But it will be presence and engineering as your resist, and the number of successes will be determined by a d6 for your target, and each successive round is going to be the better of a d6 roll, and I'm just going to keep adding dice. Okay, does that help? That way, and every time you have to act, then you'll have to kind of retain your volcanity. Okay. I don't quite know what it would be called, but your essence of Vulcanness. And also, you've got mental discipline Kolinar. So I would count that as absolutely increasing your critical range. That is not even anywhere in doubt.
Essence of Vulcan, also the cologne that I wear, by the way.
But
I was gonna say something about a soup.
You can only wear it how many times? Once every how many years can you wear it?
42.
Okay, audience. How many points do I take away from him? I don't know how to penalize someone. Admittedly, that's kind of obscure unless you're TOS. So sorry about that. These TNG kids, they just don't know the stuff.
Admittedly.
Yes, and they're proud of their ignorance. Like
I know the stuff.
like
Willful.
willful ignorance, just like all carbon-based life units. So if
My mom knows the answer.
let me see, Captain Roland had attempted to attack poor Ensign Tucker. I just don't know what happened to poor Ensign Tucker. I believe you missed him.
Oh yeah.
If I remember.
And right now the captain has just the sudden urge to start calling people by their ranks.
Yes.
Something in the air just screams out. Call them out by their rank.
What a beautiful, all I can say is what a beautiful discovery you made that everyone must now be named by their rank for at least 1 or 2 episodes before we go Mr. Or yes. Who was the other ensign in engineering? Yes, Tarek Stevenson. You thought I'd forgotten about the little winker down there, didn't you? But he's there. Okay. Let me see. At this point, it is the player character's move. Captain Roland, you're kind of ranking officer on the bridge, so you get to decide who gets to do the next attack or the next action, actually. And again, Arya, you are Amanda. You are doing. You're running Lieutenant Gemma and any of the Borg. You are fully engaged as a Borg.
Okay.
So you're out for probing, shall we say?
All right.
It's probing time.
Okay.
And if necessary, you do have disruptors. If they just give you too much mess, you just put a hole in them.
Okay.
Up to you.
I will try to probe Standy. What do I have to roll to?
Okay, so, yep. Someone has seized control of the initiative. Good. All right, the Borg move because they took a pasting downstairs. Standy, you have a standing 12 as your anything to do with security or combat. You have a 12. Do you understand? Okay. And then you'll use your shooting stats and combat stats from your main character, which is actually better than what he'll have. Um, Lieutenant Gemma has. He's kind of bored. So you're gonna try and hand to hand and probe him.
Yeah.
Little these little
Mhm.
I
leads.
was looking for a good probing today.
Mhm.
We're good. Yeah. Did we decide on Irish or are we gonna go Boston? And I'm waiting for North Dakota to come out. I'm waiting for Fargo.
Hey, my accents aren't that bad.
No, but I like that they're all over the map. They're all.
The best
All
part
over
is
the
just
stars.
I
they
was sticking with the
pop
Irish
in
one,
and
but now
out.
I'm
It's
self-conscious about it. Now I can't do it anymore.
Your Irish one is awesome. You just go nuts. You pretend you're selling soap, or you
Do,
just pretend
do
like
Rosedale. That's your best one.
go
Baltimore.
on.
Give everyone no taste of Baltimore, dear hun.
Yes.
Okay, that's that's
Nightmare
Glaswegian.
fuel.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna do the thing there, eh?
Yes.
No, that's from the wrong region.
Oh, the what? What you doing the
That's from
doing
the
the
wrong
Scottish?
region, hon. I'm talking Rosedale.
I don't. Oh God, the continuum does
You'll
not
know when you
acknowledge
get
this as
there
a real.
because everybody sounds
Don't
like
worry,
that.
don't worry. No one acknowledges Rosedale. It's fine.
Oh,
Just
I should
never
put it
acknowledge
in.
his flyover states.
You can't mail things
Oh.
there. It just doesn't go there.
Literally, Q lives not 40 miles from the birthplace of Captain Kirk.
I'm aware of your geographical location there.
Oh, well, yeah, go
Maybe you
nuts.
should try a VPN there, hun.
Do you think if I probe him, he'll stop?
No, I think that the collective will start collecting up an accent.
I'll
right.
continue only
We're
at a
gonna
higher
see.
pitch.
He's gonna be
So,
like, "Hey, y'all, what's going on?"
So at this point, the Lieutenant Gemma, the collective, is going to make its attack, and basically, I think you needed a. I'm gonna go with a 13 if I'm not mistaken.
I thought you said 12.
12?
For
Okay.
me? For Sandy?
No, this is for the collective.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is it?
That's okay.
13?
Nope. The collective needs a 13. You need a 12, and Standy needs a 12.
20-sided die.
And this is a head-to-head competition. Most successes win. So it is up to you to decide how many dice you wish to use in your. Oh well, yeah. You can spend threat to generate more dice of damage and attack. Whereas Standy, you can buy threat to defend yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy. How many dice do we start with?
You start with 2.
Okay.
You just need to be him.
Yeah. So we're just gonna like make that impossible.
Okay.
I'll spend.
But is that
I'll spend however much threat that I need to spend to buy 3 dice for a total of 5.
Yep. You understand the mechanics of draining the DM. I will say that. Congrats. Good.
Giggity.
Let me see. That is 6 dice off of mine, which is 5. That takes my little pile down considerably. I'm beginning to reconsider
It
my
does,
grand gift.
but it was
But-
worth it. It was worth it.
Standy, now that you know the stakes, are you interested in the survival of your pitiful little life?
No, I'm just an extra.
He's like
Dude,
the guy that just
things
works
get
here.
fun. You could with one more episode you could make the circuit of all the cons.
Okay, let's buy some threat.
Okay. Do you want to go back up to 6 and just have a class
Yes.
of dice? Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. I want to hear the thunder of everyone tapping on their phone for dice. It is basically 5 dice each, and the ties go to what would be considered the player character, and at this point that is Standy. Since he is still functionally part of the good guys, and you are simply a minion of the continuum. So I need 5 dice, and I want to see a relationship dissolve in front of me because I have gotten no parasocial relationships or stalkers from this experience. And frankly, I must say I feel YouTube has lied to me.
And
I
just real
rolled
quick,
against.
I just want to be doxxed so
Real quick.
I
hard.
rolled against.
No,
it.
no, I don't want that. I just
thanks to Dongle Fly for the thanks to Dongle Fly for the 5
Oh, how-
gifted subs.
Yes.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
Thank you.
So
We also owe someone a song, by the way.
we do.
We owe them a song. We owe them singing the Star Trek theme, and we will do that at the very end of this adventure. When this actually ends, yes, if this ever ends. So how, Standy, you seem to be in somewhat of a bit of distress about what the dice may have done for
I
you.
believe the word you're looking for, Q, is dejected. So I rolled. You know what?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2,
Good.
an 18,
Not so good.
an 18,
Okay, you can drink in most states.
an 18,
Wow.
and a 10. So I got 2 successes.
All I'm saying is that the Matrix has some real resetting problems with its number C generator.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
does
yeah.
the collective roll?
The collective rolled an 11. I'm sorry, against a 13, an 11, an 11, a 7, a 6, and a 13.
Fuck.
Bye, Standy.
I think
Bye-bye.
assimilation probes have plunged deeply into the pulsing
They
jugular
didn't
vein.
even buy him dinner first.
Oh,
See,
it feels so thick and warm.
if
And
you say it,
gelatinous.
it's and gelatinous. Kind of granular because they're nanoprobes, but okay. Maybe there's some, like in toothpaste, there's some grit in there.
Sandy for
Rosemary,
Standy.
He doesn't have the word.
Oh, Standy. Do you want to describe anything about the look upon your face as the probing starts? By the way, it is 6d6 damage essentially you inflict. That's the nanoprobing.
I think that
More than
I
5
think that I
damage.
expressed my feelings when you saw my hands holding
really?
my face.
You were
Yeah,
like-
I think.
Like subconsciously,
I-
like trying to protect yourself.
Man, I think that the rule is that perhaps no one should spend momentum ever again to buy extra dice.
It worked okay for me.
It always
You're
works out
just
so
mad that your
wonderfully.
threat's gone. Chew.
Oh no, it's back. That's the
Came
best part.
right back.
I discussed it, and I managed to, through cunning and manipulation, and probably everyone having copious amounts of mind-altering beverages. Oh, he went for it. Hook, line, and proverbial sinker. Lieutenant Gemma, you have now taken Standy and made him part of the collective.
Yeah.
And oh yeah,
yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
one of us.
Like the guy that everybody didn't pick for their team of basketball is on your team, and you're like, yay, here you go, yeah, good job.
Wow, you're really
It's Standy, man. It's freaking Standy.
it's Standy. This is like, you know what, Rudy?
I have feelings too, you
They
know.
named him after
You had
his
feelings.
posture. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, what would
I had
He
feelings,
could just
yeah.
as easily be City.
what would stand for
Cities and engineering.
phrase be? Oh no.
We need him on our side. He'll be good at this. He can thrive.
Oh my
I can
God.
give him things you
Um,
could never give him. Like circuits.
I am oddly aroused. This boner.
That's it. I'm out of here. Been
All right,
fried.
all I can say
That's the Borg. They're walking around in a constant state of arousal.
I feel that
Why do you think
we
they
have
watch
not-
this stuff?
we have not lost Riza. Riza actually has asked for an additional ad. Yes, Riza has asked for more ads. But the rule is I cannot have pack leads in the ads. Okay, so Again, no Packlets in the Ryza ads. After that, it's up to the group. Again, anyone in the audience wishes to say what will next be described in the next Ryza ad is welcome to point that out, and I am welcome to ignore it. Now, let me see. At this point, it is allegedly the Federation's turn again because I feel that somehow I lost control of the narrative. So, again, Captain Roland, it rolls back around to you. Who gets to go? I think the only person with free will is Ball at this point.
Yeah.
Ball may have, I don't know. His microphone is on now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm Captain Roland's still calling out Tucker for being an ensign, so I feel like Ball should go.
Yes, Ball is the only unengaged, unencumbered character at this point.
Okay.
Sorry, Civic.
That's right. There are plenty of fish in the sea, Ball. You'll get there one day. You'll be engaged.
There's plenty of cubes in the lake.
Seeing the lack of living beings still on the bridge, I would like to try to use the computer to generate a force field. If I can, around myself and the captain, but if not, just then around myself.
Okay.
Obviously, it's different colors this week, guys. It's like not awesome.
Yeah.
This is gonna come up in your performance review, just so you know.
Yeah. You're making an assumption about who writes that performance review.
That's right. I'm the only one left to write it.
So at this, Bahal, this is essentially a momentum spend, which is technically a threat spend. It takes 2 to just establish a new trait in the environment.
Can I use this as my first wish, since I'm yet to do so?
If you use this as the power of Q, yes, and you could set it up in kind of the wording of any surviving crew member, or were you very specific that it was just going to be you and Roland at the last stand?
I would say any surviving crew member. Sure, we'll give everybody a shot.
I mean that would make you seem more generous, even though it's functionally the same. Yeah. So at this point, actually, Ensign Civic or Engineer Civic, God darn it, darn me, gosh darn me. What I'm going to ask you for is a saving throw, because the suggestion of any surviving crew member could assume someone who has not yet been fully assimilated. So my genie wish is your presence and engineering, and to resist, you need 2 successes.
Presence and engineering.
You've engineered the shit out of it.
Target of 12. Because I do want one. And that's how you spill all your die.
I was
Just
thinking
look
that there
on the
went the
floor and
Mountain
pick
Dew.
the best one.
So,
Like he needs.
if I could buy an additional die with threat, please.
Brett is now 12. Oh, but what's going to happen when all of you are drawing threat? This is going to be very interesting when there's only one person left.
So,
Apocalypse.
Okay.
show I have 3 successes.
You have 3 successes. You only needed 2. I'm going to have you bank the 1 momentum. Is that okay? All right.
That's fine.
You've added 1 back to the pool. Civic is also recognized at the moment the field is established as a sentient acting crew member, as a non-assimilated crew member, even though he's on his
But
way
Standy's not.
Standy is. Oh, Standy, do you want to make a shot at resisting?
No, he welcomed it with open arms.
Oh,
I have a
yeah.
feeling like he felt the warm embrace of the collective, and he was like, "All right."
The whisper happened, and it was like, I'm gonna lay down in the snow now.
I was having an existential crisis. I couldn't figure out where I was from.
So at this point, you've established the force field. Bahal, you want? All right. You are now. Yep. You are now. You guys are able to act. Lieutenant Gemma, Amanda, I'm gonna take away action of the Borg from you as the leader,
Okay.
and I'm going to have the Borg. Well, Tucker is going to counterattack Captain Roland, attempt to assimilate, use the nanoprobes. Their hand bounces off the force field. All right, Amanda, see you. I know you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
We've only got 3 more minutes,
Yeah,
but everybody say hi, bye to Amanda.
Hi, guys.
It was amazing. Thank you. The probing was
Memorable.
It was intense.
memorable.
It was intense.
Oh, we are so keeping Ryza. Yes. All right. So at this point, Tucker attempts to attack, and his hand bounces off his little furry hand, and nanotubules bounce off the force field. And I think that he had to go 2, right? No, who else? Yeah, he had to ditch out 2. He actually does not have a character in the fight, so we can go. Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were back. All right. And now play returns to the Federation side.
Let's see. As the captain here, I now notice that I have this wonderful force field around. I'm gonna look behind me to my commander and give him that look of, yeah, all right. Yeah, I want to look. I want to look at Ball and go. What do you think? You think this is? You think it's a lost cause?
I think we should scuttle the ship and try to, worry the evacuation.
I would like to. I would like to call to action again. This is a new play session, correct?
Sure, go for it. I at this point see what you guys come up with in your tiny little minds. It's so limited.
I'm gonna call to action to give Ball an order to send the ship into the Borg cube, and I'm going to use my turn to order a general abandoned ship order, and we're gonna hope we can get the hell out of here.
So it goes. Your statement is all hands abandon ship. All hands abandon ship. Crew to the escape pods. And as you give that order, where are we at? Man, you're gonna all be happy that I can find this on my stupid. Where's my? Now wait a minute. Yes, you can all be happy that I find this on my stack. You hear this? The environment, the smoke begins to clear. You have the red alert sirens collapsing slowly down, and everything begins to disintegrate. And you find yourselves once again upon the holodeck with Admiral Buckets. And she says, well, you all did a really, really, really adequate job. and scene. So I will return the universe as you may know it. Okay, for people who aren't keeping up, this was a holodeck episode. Because I've been informed by some people that they can't keep up. and this is a holodeck episode, you're welcome. And I look forward to you in the comments. But I believe this is true to Roddenberry's vision, as is Ryza. And I return you all to our hosts in this small little realm of Twitch.
All right. If you enjoyed the episode tonight, please hit that follow button down at the bottom of the screen if you haven't already. Yeah, and then of course join us for next week when we start a whole nother adventure. Oh, we're still going? Oh, well, we're still going.
Oh, no,
We've got more.
This was actually supposed to
But
be...
wait!
This was actually
There's
supposed
more.
to be the teaser
Oh, okay.
for the actual adventure. You guys managed to do some stuff that was updated by the Continuum. So I do give you not just the sarcastic clap, but the golf clap as well.
Right. We'll see how that plays out next week. With our ungodly number of threat that we have accumulated.
Yeah. It'll be an actual fight with the board, and this time I'm gonna no, we did not do this is not good.
No, I
It's a
believe
holodeck within a holodeck.
Yeah. Oh, why did you?
There's episodes. There are episodes like that.
John, why are you reading my effing notes? It's bad enough. You have to lower that down.
Is Professor Moriarty going to
Professor
come out?
Moriarty. All right, look. If you're all going to just keep getting better ideas than I had, I'm not sure I can keep visiting your little realm here. But yes. So yeah, just to let you know, yeah, it's Holo Threat. So I'm going to let you know that was Holo Threat.
Oh, okay, good.
Because otherwise it would just be too horrible. I apologize. You, I believe, have some what we call plugs.
I do. I'm also trying to use the time to look for another.
You want me to outro?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on Monday with the wonderful Star Trek Adventures with the Lords and Ladies of Fate. Join us next week as you find out we continue. We delve further into this holodeck conundrum that Q has fabricated for us. But also join us this Wednesday as we continue the Adenia campaign, and the crew begins the planning of their great heist. This Thursday also marks what I've been waiting for, what you've been waiting. We've all been waiting for this for it feels like a year, because it has been a year. The inaugural stream of our Aliens one shot. Come find out how many people died of the alien in the first hour. It's gonna be greater than none, I think. And then, next week we'll be starting that flip-flop on Thursdays. We'll be doing Star Wars and Aliens flip-flopping on Thursdays. But that's pretty much it. We do have some more things we're working on. We want to get you some more content out there weekly. Sundays, apparently, Saturdays or Sundays, we've been, last week, we did a little rebroadcast. So yeah, we might be doing stuff like that too. So, yeah, enjoy.
All right. I think
we get a
I
raid?
got one here. Looks like they're playing Star Wars.
Let's say,
So.
Did I talk too fast? Hey, there's a star.
It has a star in it. Yeah, I
it's
was
space.
gonna say.
It's a
Find me a Stargate.
A different
one, and
frontier.
I'll be
Oh,
happy.
do we need a Stargate one? I've got some.
I think
plans.
there is Stargate.
I would love if you're planning Stargate. I would. Love...
You've all got to get real comfortable with GURPS real quick.
All right.
First, there's 400 manuals.
Oh my god.
And we'll see everybody next time. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.